Hi everyone and welcome back to The Rush. Well, it is holiday season officially now that it's December and all those holiday parties and delicious snacks. How can you survive without packing on the pounds? Well, dietitian Karlene Karst is joining me now to give you some great advice. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm good, but I have fear of holiday season because it's so easy to just oink out and throw all your healthy stuff out the window. There's some stunning statistics about this.
It's called mindless eating. Because this is the time to enjoy and to relax and go out with friends and family and do things we don't usually get to do during the year. And you're right, you know what? On average, we drink about 450 calories extra each day, which translates into at least 1 pound, if not more, per week, just from consuming holiday beverages and cocktails and all those delicious drinks.
And how much on average does one put on weight-wise during the holiday season?
Statistics show at least 6 pounds.
6.
Yeah, which is a lot. And then, of course, in January, then nutritionists have to come back and talk about how do we get rid of that.
Now, we still want to enjoy. You can still get through this and not throw everything out the window.
Sure.
So you have some fantastic advice. I know we have a holiday party coming up this week. Let's start over here and give us some of your tips on what we should do and what we should not do.
Well, definitely, and I think that we can still enjoy and we can still have the appetizers and the dips, and there are just ways and different kinds of foods we can incorporate to make it a little bit healthier. And actually, it's a great time of year to incorporate things we might not eat at other times of the year, like pomegranates, which are seasonal, and they're so full of antioxidants, and they're so good for you, and they're wonderful to add into cocktails and into salads and all kinds of different things.
Very festive. And you know what? I have to say, my tip for the pomegranate, I don't know the link, but look it up on YouTube, how to get the seeds out of a pomegranate, and it's so easy instead of trying to pick it apart.
Yeah, which then splatters pomegranate
everywhere
and stains.
But look it up on YouTube.
Yeah,
because you can put it in champagne too.
Put it in champagne, and actually champagne is a great place to start because it's actually a great alternative to something like a gin and tonic.
Yes.
Yes, I know, because you know what? A lot of people don't realize that tonic water is full of sugar. Do you want to know there's 6.5 teaspoons of sugar in a serving of tonic water?
Well, the funny thing is, I think people equate tonic water with soda water.
Yes, and it's not the same.
And they just think that but it's true. Packed with sugar. So what's an alternative? Champagne? Yes.
Or
I guess you could go soda.
And do soda water. Soda waters are fantastic, and if you're looking for flavoring them, I love these stevia drops. They come in a variety of flavors. Stevia, a lot of people think kind of bitter aftertaste, but when used properly in the right amount.
I think Breaking Bad, but if you didn't watch it, you don't know what I'm talking about. Anywho.
Yeah, you know what, it's amazing. This happens to be a root beer flavor, but there's all different flavors.
Root beer flavor?
Cola, there's orange, there's berry, there's so many different flavors for the stevia, and great to just add into your sparkling water, so it's wonderful. Love pomegranate, love blueberry juices. These are also great to incorporate in as opposed to soda. So
that's
we want to try to stay away from aspartame. Regular soda, aspartame is not a good alternative to that, very bad. So look for some of those more natural stevia sweetened, like Zevia. There's a few other options, or the stevia drops.
And I love this where you just, aqua fresca, just put some fruit in there, and it just makes it more interesting.
Makes it interesting. It's beautiful, great visual as well.
Now, I know there are holiday drinks at Starbucks and everywhere, but when you look at the calorie count that's on these things, it's insane.
Well, that's why the lineups take even longer this time of year, because we're all trying to tweak our order. We're all like half sweet, extra skinny, extra hot, extra foamy, all these things.
That's me.
So, yeah. Because, like you said, about 400 to 500 calories in a tall of some of these holiday drinks. And so you can still enjoy them. I don't think necessarily every day, as a treat for sure. But again, tweak it. So take away do the no whip, do the half sweet. I
always get extra reduced fat. I never get any of the sugars, syrups, and I never get whipping cream. But you still have to limit it because even
it is. It's a lot extra. But again, enjoyable, and it comes once a year. And so if we want to enjoy it, there's still ways that we can enjoy it with making a tweak. So one of the things that I like to do in my essential oils, and you know what, a lot of people think that they're for breathing and purifiers, but actually you can ingest them.
Okay.
So you can incorporate them into hot beverages. Peppermint, of course, this time of year is wonderful, very refreshing and soothing, and it's actually good for you.
And they don't have the sugar in them.
And it has no sugar.
Yeah.
It's just pure essential oil, and it's amazing.
And David's tea,
amazing. Their holiday teas are incredible. So
completely addicted.
Start doing the nice holiday teas this time.
Now, I don't have a sweet tooth. It's the savory stuff that That's my weakness. So how do I get past the little buffets that have all the yummy goodness without killing my diet?
Start with a small plate.
Small plate. And you know what?
Master the buffet with a small plate. I know.
But small plates, you won't take as much
You
food.
don't take as much, and then walk away from the buffet and go mingle.
Walk away from the buffet,
Instead of
people.
staying at it and continually dipping. These are the tricks of mastering the buffet. Also, go to the party not starving. So have something to eat before you go, preferably something with protein in it, some good healthy fats, because we want to make sure that when we get there, the food is served, that we're literally not so starving that we just overindulge on every single thing.
That's great advice. Just have a nice healthy snack before you head out, and then you won't pig out.
Exactly. So, and try to avoid the fried, because these are not fried.
Brown food
oils.
bad usually.
Brown food bad, healthy oils. Spinach and artichoke dip, people think, oh, artichokes, ooh, spinach, oh, good for me. No. Sour cream, mayonnaise, cream cheese, just tons and tons of extra calories, and not good calories.
And if you make this stuff yourself, you can make a healthy version, but chances are it's got high fat. Okay, Greek yogurt, good.
Remember, fat's not bad. Fat can be our friend when it's the right kind of fat. And so Greek yogurt, like this plain Greek yogurt, is amazing to use, not just for dips such as this that you would do with nachos or chips, but fruit dips as well. So you can incorporate some really nice fruit extracts and things into here and make a great dip base.
Please don't tell me that guacamole is a bad thing.
No, it's wonderful. And actually, this is a lemon tahini dip, which is amazing.
Oh, okay.
And the recipe's on my website, and it's so good for you because tahini sauce is amazing, healthy fats, good protein. It's made with camelina oil. This is my Veg-licious camelina oil, and it's a wonderful recipe.
What is camelina oil?
So camelina is like an alternative to flax oil. So it's got heart-healthy omega-3s, but the unique thing is you can cook with it. So you can incorporate it into dips, dressings, marinades. You can heat it. It's a really nice alternative to some of those traditional oils people are using.
And I'm going to guess that this one's
okay. This is great. This is awesome. Yeah. So when you see the shrimp cocktail, enjoy it.
Shrimp cocktail, yes.
High protein. Okay, so really healthy for you. Great option for people who are looking to snack.
And the cocktail sauce isn't going to be super high fat.
You know what?
Anything.
And you're not going to use that much of it, to be honest with you. And I was also going to bring prosciutto wrapped in melon. And being married to an Italian, all of the prosciutto got eaten last night. So when I got up this morning to pack it, it is a good one. So and that's very Italian when they have the nice melon and the prosciutto wrapped around
delicious.
it. It's delicious and good
you've got multigrain chips here.
Multigrain chips or pita chips are also good options as well to dip into the salsa.
Still really high in salt too. So if you're watching your salt, just make sure that you don't overindulge.
Again, add to your plate, walk away. Baking.
Okay, how do we get through the baking? I'm not big on it's not having a sweet tooth, but if the holiday times when it comes to shortbread and that sort of thing, absolutely.
It's amazing. Yeah. And you know what? This is such a fun time of year to do baking. And so again, I see people though kind of steering away from a lot of the baked goods at holiday parties. And my sister-in-law has already baked 2,000 cookies, if you can imagine. What?
Does she deliver?
And she works full-time with 3 children, so yeah, amazing. So I think that there are ways we can make baking healthier, so let's try to tweak it. Now, the one thing I definitely want to point out are the food coloring, because we know food coloring is pretty toxic for us, especially if we've got children eating it.
I can't believe people still use food coloring.
They do very much so. And you know what I've noticed now with children, it makes kids very hyperactive, very crazy, like you're literally peeling them off the wall.
So is it sugar that's in here?
This is natural. So these are natural food colorings made from vegetable extracts. So for example, red number 40 is probably the most toxic of all food coloring. You can replace it with a red beet powder, or just pick up these natural food coloring options if you're going to be doing icing.
And then you can still have fun with the kids with these ones.
Exactly.
And not worry about it.
Exactly.
And coconut goes a long way, whether it be, we've got what is this? This is coconut oil here?
This is a healthy cooking oils, coconut oil based. And so again, replace out some of those vegetable oils that aren't as healthy for us with a nice coconut oil. Also tastes great.
And whole grain flour.
Whole grain flour rather than the white. So incorporate this as a pastry and all-purpose whole grain flour.
It's always good
coconut sugar.
Experiment with your recipes first to make sure that you've got a recipe that can handle the different flours.
Yeah, sometimes because the whole wheat is heavier, it might not necessarily translate as well, but it actually should be. It should be pretty good. I've used this for almost everything. Coconut sugar, unbelievable, and it's low glycemic index, and the sweetness intensity of it is a lot less. You don't need that much, but it's such a healthier option for you, especially for people trying to control blood sugar levels, insulin levels, and all of us overall, especially if we're worried about packing the weight in the belly. Switch to coconut sugar.
6 pounds over the holidays, people. That's just average.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so the
dark chocolate.
Please tell me this is
so good.
bad.
Okay, but you know what? Okay, this one is a healthier option, and this is why I wanted to bring it.
How is peppermint bark healthy?
Because I love it. It's one of my favorite things. I had to find a healthy option because even when I'm making it myself. So why is this one okay? So this one's the all-natural version. So again, no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no high fructose corn syrup. Again, looking for tweaks on these ingredients that are used in some of our favorite holiday treats. treats and making it healthier so that we can still enjoy it.
Good stuff. And now we have a little bit of a fondue here, which is tons of fun.
It is tons of fun. And you know what? A great way to kind of end the night with, instead of doing some of these very high sugar desserts, do a nice dark chocolate, at least 60 to 70% cocoa, so that it's got lots of those antioxidants.
And you already said champagne was okay, so I'm saying strawberries and champagne for dessert, perfect.
Absolutely. Strawberry champagne and a little bit of dark chocolate for the fondue.
And how, you know what, getting through this season, keeping your stress levels maintained and getting some sleep and avoiding the flu, you have a couple of supplement suggestions. This one here, the Flu Shield, I've never heard of this one.
You know what, I was introduced to this formula this fall in my quest for new ingredients, things that can keep our body really strong and healthy, because this is the time of year where we're out a lot more, we're not getting as much sleep, people are stressed, and the flu is rampant, and our body's ability to adapt is not as good. So this is a clinically studied form of echinacea. I recommend for this month, for November to the end of December, taking a couple of those a day. It really will help to improve your immune system and help you prevent.
And you've got a little anti-stress
if you can't sleep at night
here.
You're staying out later than normal, but you still got to get to work in the morning.
True.
You got to get into a good quality sleep, so it includes some melatonin and lemon balm and things to help the body really relax.
And we always hear about these, probiotics. What do you recommend as far as what we should get? We're getting inundated on the shelves with so many choices.
Yes.
So what should you look for?
So I love these ones because they're shelf stable, and so a lot of people travel. Probiotics typically are very sensitive to heat and light and moisture, temperature changes. So
yes,
they usually
you have to keep refrigerated.
Yeah, which is inconvenient, especially if you're going to be traveling to a beach or doing something enjoyable over the holidays. I happen to love the pearls. They're very easy to swallow and shelf stable, so you can pop them into your travel bag and you don't need to worry about keeping them in the fridge.
Excellent
Builds
stuff.
up the immune system in the gastrointestinal
Now,
tract.
I have to say that the smell of this is just delicious. Now, we have some questions from our audience for you. We have Sonia on the social media desk. What is our first question?
Well, first question is from our Twitter following. And speaking of the holiday season, many Canadians will be traveling down south. Do you have any tips on avoiding colds when traveling from a really cold climate to a hot climate within a single day?
Absolutely. Prepare before you go on your vacation. And this is where I recommend incorporating the probiotics. Those healthy bacteria actually help to build the good bacteria in our gastrointestinal tract, where 80% of our immune system is. And we know when people travel, you're a lot more susceptible to illness, to traveler's diarrhea, and all kinds of unpleasant side effects. So especially going to some of the tropical locations. So start a couple weeks in advance and incorporate something like the pearls into your daily diet to really help build up your immune system. Vitamin C is great. We know 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C will reduce colds and flus by about 50%. So start incorporating vitamin C into your day, and then get as much sleep as you can before you go away, which
sleep
really
is
helps.
just crucial.
It's just crucial for almost everything, and really one of kind of the foundational things we need to do to stay healthy.
Okay, what's our next question for Karlene?
Well, speaking of vitamin C, this question is from Facebook. Does it play a role in cardiac health at all?
In cardiac health, vitamin C is it's an essential vitamin that our body needs, and we can get in an assortment of fruits and vegetables and foods. As far as specific research to cardiac health, not as much. More for immune system, colds and flu prevention, and again, something that is really vital to many of the different cells in the body.
Okay, we have time for one more, Sonia. One more question.
And this one is from our live stream. What role does zinc play in overall health, and what is the best form to consume it in?
Great, and zinc is another great thing. Helps with wound healing, protecting our cells, protecting the body against viruses. I love to incorporate zinc this time of year. If you get that scratchy throat, the dryness in the throat, zinc lozenges are amazing. But zinc can also be incorporated in supplement form into the diet as well.
You take a supplement. Is zinc one of the ones that can make you nauseous if you don't have it on an empty stomach, or is that just me?
Most vitamins and minerals you should take with food.
Right.
Because especially B vitamins, high amounts of B vitamins, zinc is another one. They can make you feel a little bit nauseous.
So just take them with food?
Take them when you eat, and it should prevent any of that unwanted side effects.
Well, thank you so much for the questions, and thank you for joining us today.
Always a
Such
pleasure.
great advice. You can still enjoy yourself through the holidays without packing on all the pounds. And as we mentioned, tons of information, including a couple of recipes we were talking about today on Karlene's website. It is karlenekarst.com. We're going to take a short break, and we're